Ready. 10 cycles. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On the ready.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 121 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Ready. Go red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Here we go, set. Ready?
And Watson has it right side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ready?
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
22 needle. Check pitch.
They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
97. Black swap.
They'll try and run for him. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take it to the house. Trying to score anymore.
Aquí sabes para la casa.
Keep going. Keep going.
Let's bring it in. Come back, guys. Let's go.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ready, set.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready, right?
Looking to throw. Hooker. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Shrugs him off. 1:52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, they'll run it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll send Watson in motion right. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. He pitches it out. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 19 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do it, especially early in the game like they have.
Ready, set.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
38. Room check.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Packers 42, Lions nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Come on, bring it back. Get us to the house.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Waste of time.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Nifty move. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Hands it off out of the gun. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Clifford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Packers. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Packers just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Packers 49, Lions nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Will you just go?
Bring it back.
Give yourself up. Don't give yourself up. Okay.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. St. Brown in motion right. Hooker on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 79.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a 2nd and 2. Right side to Watson. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They need 2. Here's third down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. Here's 3rd and 7. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Ready?
They're going for it with the option right. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hooker now on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Hooker. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle, looking at each other.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Hooker. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
162 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
43 rail. Ready?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Yellow. Zoom.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Striker. 3-3. Set. Go.
Love going to keep it on the option.
He'll pitch it back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Fight 60. Go pink. Striker. Striker.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Okay, ready?
They'll send Watson in motion right.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Yellow, go. Drill, 52.
To throw now. Here's Love. Steps away. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
Steel, black. Claw, 10.
Play fake. Here's Love. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49, Lions 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's go. 52 blaster.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
22 needle. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Play,
40-yard
97.
line.
Hey, green. Trouble, 38. Set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
4th down now after a loss of 2. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
My jersey.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In motion goes the tight end.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll go for it. Hooker.
And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Are you kidding me? Hold the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle. Curve 19. Curve 19.
Hooker's going to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Ready. Ready.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
I'm gonna switch teams.
Well, fans usually love